Apparently, it's legal to have gay sex on the Senate floor.
But not straight sex?
Nope, just gay sex.
That's indecent.
I didn't make the rules.
You should have. Because I feel like even though they would probably just be just as insane, it would be something that I'd be like, but it makes sense to.
Oh, my rules would be entirely like...
And I'd be right behind you going,
arbitrarily
but think about
up.
it. But think about it. It makes sense, don't it? It's kind of fucked up.
Over there egging
but it
me
makes
on.
sense, don't it? Yeah.
Do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mostly Peaceful.
Yep.
I'm Rob.
I'm Jimmy.
And so we're gonna... Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like no one has ever heard about that. I feel like you've heard about it. No one else.
No, dude. This happened Thursday.
Wait.
Friday? This happened Thursday?
Like
Thursday morning?
What happened?
This
gay sex on the Senate floor happened?
In a Senate hearing room. In a Senate hearing room.
Oh, they were fucking.
Two dudes.
They were fucking.
Two dudes going at it, loving each other vigorously. For all the, we're not going to make it dirty. I guess we're going to make it dirty either way, but yep, they were butt fucking.
Don't the Republicans own the Senate?
No.
They don't?
No, I'm dead. I'm honest. Honestly, I think it's 50-50.
Is it really?
Yeah. The Kamala Harris being the tiebreaker.
I got you.
That
I was
going
to say, I could see him fucking in the house.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to read you the first headline. You ready?
What do you got?
Oh yeah, I brought some goodies. Now I did want to point out before I read this, I wanted to point out. You see this one?
Yeah.
And then you see the one down there. You see the color difference?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to smoke the other one.
I wonder if it's from.
I'm a little scared. ABC.
Yeah.
ABC.
No, but I mean, I wonder if it's from like aging in the humidor because this has been there.
No, they were this dark.
They were. Yeah, they were.
Oh yeah. So I brought you this one.
Oh, what is that?
That's a latte.
Oh, that's a big boy too.
It's a latte. Figured it was lighter. Yeah. You'd probably like that one.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, go for it. So I'm gonna read this headline.
Okay.
This is from NBC News.
This is the news headline about.
This is one of the news headlines. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's be real. This is NBC News and their headline. You ready? Senate staffer alleged by conservative outlets to have had sex in a hearing room is no longer employed.
Huh?
Senate staffer.
Yeah.
That's who we were talking about.
Yeah.
Alleged by conservative outlets to have had sex in a hearing room is no longer employed. Well, if he's alleged, then why is he fired?
Right.
What did he get fired for?
And also, if it's legal, then why did he get fired?
I don't actually think it's legal. I was being hyperbolic when I said that. Wholeheartedly. Like, I don't believe that's legal. It kind of points to...
You never know. I mean, you have to imagine we live in a country where they're like, hey, you can't fuck in your car unless your car's parked in your yard, sir. But then they be fucking in the White House.
On film.
And you're like, but I kind of
on video.
I kind of feel like I own a piece of that. That's kind of my property too.
So apparently, and I don't know the whole story, but I know enough of it. Apparently, the dude I don't know how gay sex works. So I don't know who the top and who the bottom is. Please do, Jimmy. Hello.
I know everything about all sex.
Oh, okay.
I'm a sex connoisseur.
So the top, that person is what?
Gay. I don't know, man. I know where you're going, but I don't know. I think that's the dude.
I don't know who's doing the deed, right? So the dude doing the deed,
whoever's the catcher, that's the girl.
Yes. So the pitcher, we'll refer to him as such.
Homie.
The pitcher.
That's homie.
Yeah. The pitcher apparently was wearing like a head camera or like
a GoPro?
Right?
Action cam?
Or Google Glass, whatever. But he wasn't using his hands, those new Ray-Bans. That's what everybody's talking about. He's wearing the new Ray-Bans. Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God.
So he's not been identified. Or no, maybe he has been. Somebody identified one of the guys.
Wait a minute. Ray-Ban makes action cam glasses?
Yes. Absolutely.
Interesting.
Listen, hipster. It's not for you to do. Don't be that guy. But yeah, so yeah, we're saying conservative news outlets alleged. Why is that necessary?
I imagine.
Why is that a necessary why is that a necessary headline?
Yeah.
For NBC to say? Why not just say Senate staffer?
Yeah.
Alleged to have been having sex in a Senate hearing room is no longer employed. Why put the conservative part in it?
Right.
Why? It's unnecessary.
Because they don't really care about the
button
news.
Pushing. It's button pushing.
Yeah,
sir.
they don't care about the article itself, the contents of the article, the news
it's left
itself.
and right.
Right. It's like,
how do we divide them more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if somebody dies, damn, that went dark. If somebody does something
Usually
crazy, somebody does something crazy.
Yeah.
And these journalists, they look at it and they go, who did it? And people are like, oh, just Joe street vendor. And they're like, oh. But if they have the opportunity to tie a conservative bow around it, they'll run the story. If it's not, they're like, oh, somebody did something stupid. Don't nobody give a damn. But if it was the other way, like it,
but
this is NBC, right?
Yeah. It's one-sided.
Yeah. If it happened and there was no conservative involved, and even on the flip, if there was like a House Democrat who did it, the story wouldn't even air. They would have just been like, no, we're good.
Do you remember the guy that plowed through the Christmas parade last year?
Yeah. Yeah. You mean the SUV that drove through a crowd of people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it took them? Like most news outlets would not say that he was a black guy.
I'm pretty sure most news outlets didn't even say that he was a guy. They were like, SUV rams through crowd of people.
Exactly.
And they're like, well, who was driving? Doesn't matter. It's a SUV.
But the minute,
minute
a conservative,
yeah,
or someone they think is even remotely right-wingish, they're like, white guy does this bad thing.
Yeah. Yep. White guy shot up a mall.
Mm-hmm.
No, that dude wasn't white.
And you know what's even worse about
shit, it? Take the story down. Keep the story. No, keep the story up. It doesn't stop at just
white guy. It goes Jerry Fisher, white guy from Middlebrook, fucking Oklahoma.
774 Cranberry Street.
Straight up, dude. It's all the information you could ever fucking think to give and just to prove.
Yep.
Right? Yep. But then they're like, SUV plows through a Christmas parade.
Nothing to see here.
It was a Tesla.
Yeah. Yeah. Allegedly.
We are, by all accounts, inching closer and closer to that CW word.
Yeah.
Because, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
I thought the Cold War was over, dude.
Yes, Cold War's over. The other CW. Oh. The TV station is what I'm talking about.
You know, I was going there. I'm from the 90s, bro.
Fuck that shit. I was going to beat you to it.
Yep. I remember.
But before we get into all that stuff, we're going to get into that. We're going to try some new bourbons. I got 2 small batch bottles.
I'm pretty interested in both of those. Yeah.
I got 2 small batch bottles. One of them is courtesy of the Whiskey Whisperer.
Yeah. Yep. Shout out to the Whiskey Whisperer, man.
He brought it over probably a couple months ago, and we sat down and tried a glass of it, and it was delicious. Yeah. And he's like, he brought it back over, and because he wouldn't give me the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, this is my bottle. I was like, but come on, man.
Just leave it.
Just leave it for me. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Leave it. Dude, it's only fair. Like, well, you earn the coolest nickname known to podcasts. Yeah. You got to leave the bottle.
And then he comes over last weekend and he brings the bottle back and he's like, here you go. And I was like, is it mine now?
He's like, what do you mean?
He's like, no. He's like, you take that and you and Jimmy try it on the show. And I was like, okay, that's fair. I'll do that.
Hell yeah.
He's like, but we're not allowed to finish it. And I was like, I can't make any promises.
Yeah, true story. What happens.
So we have Origin small batch. It's Dragon's Milk.
Yep.
Dragon's Milk is a beer.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not sure exactly where the correlation comes into. I think they put a little bit of Dragon's Milk in. Ooh, I don't know.
Could be because Dragon's Milk is, I want to say, an imperial stout.
Tis.
Right?
Yes.
Is it a barrel age? I don't know.
I don't think it is.
It's not. It's just imperial stout.
Oh, no. No. So this is Dragon's Milk origin.
Yeah.
This is Dragon's Milk's bourbon.
Mm-hmm. That's what it says.
No. Like literally it's saying we started with beer. Now we're doing this.
Oh, okay.
This is not, it's not imparted to, it's the brand. Dragon's Milk is the brand.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Origin is.
That's what I already thought, but I assumed that they were already doing this. I just hadn't heard about it. I thought the beer was second.
Nope. The beer was original.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
So your choice, we can do this one or we can do the other one.
Go for it. It's already open.
Fair enough.
You can give me some quicker. See? Look at that. Count to 3 and I'm already smelling it.
All right.
Hey, here's a good one for you too.
This was really good, by the way.
Just as a quick tidbit of tip that I like to talk about, my wife drinking bourbon.
Did you say tip to tip? That's weird. Don't ever do that.
It did sound like I said that. That's fucked up.
You have to put a piece of paper in between it.
Yes, for sure. So one that you might find interesting is when I was bugging my wife and like, what do you want for Christmas, man? Tell me what you want. I want to get you something.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I don't really know. I haven't thought about it. I've been too busy and doing XYZ or whatever. Last night, she was like, I asked her again and she's like, I know what you could get me, something that I really like. And I was like, what? She said, Buffalo Trace. I was like, Buffalo Trace, really? And she was like, it's really good. I'm like, see, there you go. That's why. That's why it is a go-to, dude. Yeah. Like, it could probably fucking double the price. Don't do that.
Oh, legitimately.
Don't do that. Please.
Yeah, please don't do that.
I'm already drunk. I'm talking shit. Don't double the price, but they could, and it'd still be worth it and drinkable. Yes. I mean,
our friend Richard.
Yeah.
He went. I took him and showed him my secret stash, and he picked up a bottle of Buffalo Trace and 2 bottles of Eagle Rare.
Yep.
He likes the Buffalo Trace better.
Yeah, he told
and I was
me
like, wow,
I know.
That's kind of amazing.
So
you're just gonna put that right in front of the camera, huh?
For me, I didn't see it in the shot. For me, this is what I told him. This is how I looked at it, right? I think Eagle Rare is better.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things where you start to creep up in that cost to value, like value versus cost, right? Where Buffalo is, Eagle Rare is typically, let's just say right now, it's 100% more expensive. Mm-hmm. It's double the cost. So if you're getting it for $60, right? Buffalo Trace for 30, that's 100% increase in cost for the same amount of liquid.
Yeah.
It's 10 to 20% better.
Yes.
So it is better.
Cheers.
But you're paying a lot more for it to be a little bit better.
Yes.
It's not something I would buy and set on a shelf all the time and keep drinking like Buffalo, but it's something I would definitely have in the arsenal. Well,
yeah.
How are you feeling right now? And should I even should I taste it?
Definitely taste it. Because I want to discuss that. That was weird.
Ooh.
Because the last time I tasted this, I was probably already 2 whiskeys in. Has a very unique flavor. And I don't know what to call it.
Unique aftertaste.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting a little bit of an aftertaste. I don't really know, man. It doesn't have a lot of like flavorful punch up front. But I do have to say though, like at the very least, at least it's not like a lot of companies who make beer or do stuff, and then they're like, "Hey, we just did bourbon."
Yeah.
And it's garbage.
No, I mean it's 5 years. It's
right?
it's 5 years aged.
Yeah.
Like they followed the procedure.
Sure.
There was something with that first sip, man. It got me off. I don't know what that was.
Is that 100 proof?
No, 95. It is spicy.
It's a little spicy.
It is spicy. I'm not sure that my cigar goes well with it.
I was thinking 100 proof, but
No.
yeah, 95.
Our next one is.
I know. I see that.
Big, bold letters
Yep.
and numbers.
Yeah. They're proud of it.
I know my ABCs. Yeah. So that being said, this is a good one. If you can find this bottle, I think you should try it at least once. I don't know that it's a
What it costs?
oh God. I think it was probably 85 or so.
Really?
Yeah, somewhere in there. I don't quite remember what he said he picked it up for, but yeah, I think it was probably in the $85, $90 range. I think it's everybody should try it at least once, is what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
That being said,
Well, yeah, I mean, you can only really know. That's the thing, man. We can sit here and be like, oh, is it worth what it,
try everything once.
you can do the same thing with Blanton's. Is Blanton's worth
$200? Yes.
Right. To who though?
To me.
Well, obviously. To
Fuck
me,
everybody
too.
else.
No.
I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks.
I'm with you.
You got mad.
We're on the same page.
Okay. I thought you got mad. I was like, God
No,
damn.
no. I'm all about like, the thing is without the whiskey whisperer, we would do the same thing. We'd be like, hey, bro, look, got that dragon's milk.
Yeah.
It's $80.
Yeah.
We'd be like, well, let's fucking buy it because we got to try it. We didn't try it, everything else. What do you just keep going, right? And you got to try it. But then be honest about okay, in the other $80 price range, in the $30 price, where does it sit? Is it worth the $80 or is it more of a $40, $50 bottle? You know what I mean?
I think it should be probably around a $40, $50 bottle. I don't think that it's $80.
I think so too.
I don't think you have a name in beer. I don't think you have a name in bourbon before to be charging $80, $90 for a bottle.
For sure.
Eagle Rare, you can charge $80 to $90 a bottle.
Definitely.
Buffalo Trace.
But when I drink it, I'm also impressed with it.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I see. Yeah. I could see this.
The one that we had last week,
$60 to $80,
which kind of went by the wayside. We really didn't talk much about those.
What were they?
The ones we had, we had one of our norms, and then I brought the
I don't even
Paul Sutton.
Oh, that's right.
I brought the Paul Sutton.
What was the other one?
We kind of skipped over.
It was something. Yeah, it was something.
What the hell did I
That's
bring?
fucked up. We didn't even remember.
What the hell did I bring?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
It was something that it was one of our normal.
It's our norms. Maybe it was Eagle Rare. No,
I think it was. I think it was Eagle Rare.
You think so?
I do.
Let's go back. Let's see.
I was going to say it should be on frame if you play the video.
More than likely. I won't really have to play the video. I'll just go back and look.
Yeah, fucking.
Oh, it was the Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah.
It was the Eagle Rare.
Dude, it's good, man.
It is.
Eagle Rare is good.
It's nice. It's easy to drink.
Is it worth 2 bottles of Buffalo? Well, it depends. How often are you going to drink it? Do you already have a bottle of Buffalo? Right. So that's the point. Like for me, I like, just like you, to have an array of things. Right?
Oh my God, dude. If I could show you my counter now, like
not bad.
My bourbon counter is whole ass out of hand. I told my wife that I wanted to build a bar, and like I don't think she's okay with it. But I don't know what else to do with it. It's like it's starting to spill onto other areas, and I'm like, am I taking 2 of these now?
Look, guys, this is the bedroom. That's the bathroom. That's the bourbon room.
Exactly. Yeah. It's gotten out of hand, really. Like I told the wife, we were shopping this morning. Went to the old Walmarts and I picked up some ribs. Ribs are expensive, by the way. That fucking pissed me off. $64 for 2 racks of St. Louis.
Oof.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yep. I was pissed.
Yeah.
But I was like, I really
This
want ribs.
season too?
Yeah.
Like,
I bet that I could have gotten.
that fucking bums me out, dude. Like, I could see that in the summertime.
I bet I could have gotten a
Full spare.
no, not a spare. The rib roast. Not
brisket.
nope, ribeye. But the whole roast. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You ever had a ribeye steak?
Yeah.
Do you know where it comes from?
A cow.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, I'm not a fucking butcher.
A cow.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, and I can't remember what they call it. It's cooked every Christmas. God dang it. Prime rib.
Oh.
Prime rib.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You get a whole prime rib, but the rib cage is still on it.
Okay.
I probably could have gotten that cheaper.
I gotcha.
Is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
It took a long time to get to that point, but Jesus.
You got
fucked me-
there.
You fucked me up with the whole
You got
a
there.
cow.
That's what I do.
A cow.
I'm not a fucking butcher. Okay. It's not what I do. I drink and smoke and talk shit.
That's fair.
Cook the occasional rib. Not prime rib, just rack a rib. I have no clue.
Listen, you know, when they're on sale, when those prime ribs are on sale, I end up buying one because I take it home, remove the beef rib from it,
Right.
and I'll throw those in a crock pot, stew them up or whatever.
Yeah.
But I take that prime rib and I cut that motherfucker into ribeye steaks, and I get fucking thickies, bro.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Yep. Way cheaper than buying fucking already cut prime rib or
hell yeah.
ribeyes. Whole lot cheaper, dude.
Yeah,
I think
for
the
sure.
last time I bought one, it was like $54 for the prime rib.
Yeah.
I fucking went home, cut the bone off. I finished trimming it because they cut it already.
Yeah.
Right. So I finished trimming that the rib cage off. I fucking sliced me some 2-inchers.
Hell
I got
yeah.
six out of that bitch
See, I can't do that.
at $15 a pound.
Yeah.
Think about that. I got 6.
Damn, dude. That's like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It is 100
I
times
can't-
cheaper to buy your meat and cut it yourself.
Yeah. for
Buy
sure.
it in bulk, cut it yourself.
Well, it's kind of like the St. Louis, right?
Mhm.
You're paying for labor with those St. Louis ribs. You could have got a full spare.
Apparently a whole fucking $6.99 a pound.
Yeah.
The fuck? When the fuck did pork? When the fuck was pork $6.99 a pound?
In the winter. Like it's,
Well, it is winter time.
but why the fuck would the pork be more expensive? Nobody's fucking buying ribs right now.
It should be cheaper.
You would
But
think.
maybe that's why it's more expensive because nobody's buying it.
I mean, if there's
well, the getting's good.
but if there's no demand.
I don't know. I feel like this guy, because I had to ask for them at the butcher window.
Oh, gotcha.
Like we went into into our local grocery store, our state
Yeah.
local grocery store, our
Yeah,
favorite place,
Mhm.
Publix, bitches, Publix.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, best place in the world.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I had to go to the butcher window and I had to ask for them because there were no St. Louis out. They had a bunch of baby backs,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Fucking, I cook baby backs all the time.
Mhm.
Like I want to cook some St. Louis.
Yeah.
I want. Also, I know it's a different cook time, like it's a different process.
Right.
I had to ask him at the window, and it took about fucking 10 minutes for me to get them. And I was like,
He fuck cut them suckers up. huh?
no, they were fucking prepackaged. They order
Oh.
them this way,
Oh, okay.
right? Fucking, there's a little secret from,
Mhm.
they're prepackaged.
I don't know. I feel like if the demand is not there, the price has to go down, right? Like if everybody
Agreed.
quit smoking cigarettes, the fucking
Yeah.
price would go down.
Yeah,
because
cigarettes would be
still-
a dollar a pack again.
They still want to sell them to you, and they're not going to be like, "Well, damn it, we're not selling as many, so now it's $40 a pack." People will be like, "Okay, I still don't want to smoke." But if they're like, "Take them for free," people will be like, "All right, I'll try it."
Well, I'll try smoking again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So
Of course.
you would think this point in time, ribs would be a little bit cheaper than they were during the summertime when everybody is fucking smoking meats in
I think it's hopes and
July.
dreams, right?
What do you mean?
It's hopes and dreams.
What is?
You'd like to think that things are cheaper, but here we are in Bidenomics.
Mm-hmm. And I'm talking shit and complaining about my goddamn property tax because it keeps just fucking going up.
Oh yeah, ours went up this year. Yeah,
everything. But you know what's
insurance
going down?
went up, all that shit.
You know what's going down after 3.8 years, right around the time I would imagine it would start going down?
What?
Gas prices?
Yeah. It's not been 3.8 years. It's right at 3 years.
3 years.
We're right at 3 years. This is, buddy, we are wholeheartedly 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks from an election year.
Ain't that funny though? Ain't that funny how gas started? Like gas.
Did you think it was going to be any other way?
No, I expect it. That's why I'm a cynical.
Like we're going to go through a shithole 3 years, right? And he's going to wholeheartedly blame it on the previous administration.
Yeah.
And then the last year he's going to be like, I fixed it all. Look.
Yeah.
Vote for me again.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that they don't want him to run.
No.
But they don't know how to get him out.
I mean, sooner or later, the universe is going to take care of that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucker.
I mean, or the CIA.
I mean, can he do
the CIA blaming it on the universe?
I mean, it's
natural causes.
Exactly.
What is that red dot on his neck?
Right. If you get a bullet to the dome, you die naturally. You naturally die, right? So there you go.
Dude, he is not important enough to Kennedy.
No.
He is not.
No.
Not even remotely.
No, and we're not important enough for them to Kennedy him on our behalf. They're going to be like, I know nobody wants him here, but if we just wait it out, not that much longer.
Yeah, no, it's a needle prick to the neck and an air bubble to his brain. Like that's the most natural cause you can.
Sir,
he had an embolism and died at 85.
Roll your sleeve up. We have another booster for you to.
Yeah. And then once that happens,
Kamala.
Welcome everybody, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, you're right.
Gavin.
I swear this is Christian Bale from American Psycho, man. It's like the craziest looking motherfucker. Like, who voted for this guy? Who fucking voted for this guy? Who looked him in the face and was like, that's an honest, you know what?
Apparently the entirety of California, and then tried to recall him, and they were like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm still baffled by that one.
We have had this conversation. I know. I don't.
How is it that you vote him in?
Get enough fucking votes for a recall.
You vote him in.
I know it.
You get enough petition. You get enough signatures on a petition to actually enact a recall vote, right? You get Larry Elder, who runs next to that.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we'll stay with Gavin Newsom.
Right.
But you motherfuckers you wanted him gone. No, I'm telling you, this is where it's rigged.
Yes. Yeah. 100%, dude. Like, I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Racist that is? They're like, no, the black guy can't be governor.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. They had the chance. And the thing is, they don't care that it's a black guy, right?
But California also tried to repeal their civil rights amendments to their own constitution. Like, they tried to do that.
They're like, we don't appreciate that we can't hire people based on race.
And you're like, what?
And you're like, you realize that's not going to work well for you, right? Like let's your
population is still 70% white. Right. Like, that's going to go back. It's going to backfire on a motherfucker real quick.
And the funny thing is you got two white dudes sitting here telling you, look, bro, this is going to do nothing but empower me. So I'm telling you,
as racist as they try to say the South and people in the South are, I think California, bar none, are the most racist people that walk the fucking earth.
But I think
outside of French and Africans.
Yeah.
Like, those people over there in those countries are fucking whole ass racist.
Right.
Like, straight up. The French are fucking racist as fuck, dude.
Right.
If you're not French, fuck you, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not even racist.
They're nationalists.
They're fucking nationalists, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I still love French fries. I love French fries. Fuck them.
Freedom fries, bro.
Freedom fries. New name.
You remember when they fucking did that shit? Fucking early 2000s? Right after 9/11, they were like, fuck the French. They're freedom fries. I was like, I don't think this is going to catch on, guys. Like,
here we are.
Still French fries.
Yeah, for sure. But it's still funny.
Yeah. The funny thing is I like how like if you go to McDonald's and stuff like that, like they dropped French. It's just fries.
Oh, it's just fries.
Yeah, it's just fries.
Right.
Fries and a Coke.
Because we're fucking racist nationalists too. Nobody just wants to admit it.
I don't think we are though. Like
America as a whole look,
should be not racist. Like hold on.
It's kind of like no look. I don't think you were.
No one in this country.
I'm gonna get a sign that says on air.
Yeah, no,
and fucking click the button and that thing's just gonna light up.
No, this is Instagram's fault wholeheartedly. They have been trying to fucking indoctrinate me with racism from day one.
It's true. But that's what I feel like California does to their people. I don't even think their people are smart enough to understand
how racist they are.
And that they've been indoctrinated to be that way.
Yes.
Like when you're listen.
But let's be honest though, dude. Everybody in California, whether you're white, Mexican, black, blue, green, yellow, fucking olive, drab, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Everybody, even the cholos over there, they're like, if you ain't Mexican, Holmes, fuck you. Mm-hmm. The blacks over there, like, if you ain't black,
true shit,
fuck you.
Like
the whites over there, like, if you ain't white, Ku Klux Klan, bitch.
Right.
Like they're every single one of them are divisively racist.
Yeah.
They don't fucking, but then they all make it like, oh, we're the least.
We're the least.
We're so democratic here.
Yeah. The world should follow us.
Yeah.
As an example. Yeah, let's go back to hiring people based on race.
Become the standard of how the entire rest of the country fucking worked. I never understood that.
Yeah,
California emission laws and stuff like that. Like it fucking blew my mind.
Like when you buy a product,
why the fuck does Florida give $5 what California says about emissions?
Yeah.
Why the fuck does California make the standard for water consumption or emissions or like why is it always reverting back to what California's doing?
They're a bunch of pretentious assholes with way too many laws and rules. So I think like when I buy products, it'll have this disclaimer and it'll be like, you shouldn't do this if you're a woman or pregnant or breastfeeding. And then down the bottom, it's like, and specifically for California, XYZ and all this extra. Yeah. It doesn't say Florida or Arizona or Nevada or fucking Kentucky. No, it's specifically to California because California is like, if you want to sell your products in our state to
we're going to make it the hardest in the world so that everybody follows our standards.
Yes.
That's beyond me, dude.
I know.
The rest of this country should be like, fuck what California thinks.
But they have a massive...
If they want to starve themselves, by all means.
Their population is ridiculously massive and the wealth in that single state is insane.
Their population is not that big. LA is that big.
Yeah. But
the whole of the state, dude, they're so far spread out. Like, yes, it's a big state. There are a lot of people in there, but relative, like, it's not.
I think it has to do with like everything added together, right? Like their population, the complexity of their demographic, right? There's fucking everybody there.
The population of California is what total?
Fuck if I know, but it's
because I know here in Florida, it's 22 million.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fucking people.
I'll look it up. But dude, the wealth, like, there has to be so much generational and amassed fucking wealth.
Yeah,
just vibing around LA itself as a city. Mm-hmm. Probably more so than the state of Florida and Georgia combined, even with Miami included. Like, dude,
I'll give you that.
It's fucking LA, right? Yeah. Like it's the cultural hub of the rest of the world.
LA's got to be what, like 50, world. Like 50 or 100 square miles. Like, it's fucking insane.
It's not that big, right?
It's not. No, I think it is. Like if you look at the whole of like the suburb, like everything that is populated in LA.
Yeah, you're right.
Because when you go outside of LA, it's just sparse. It's dead.
Yeah. Well,
right?
Yeah, look. 500 square miles. Okay.
See? Yeah. I was fucking shortchanging that bitch by 5 times.
Yeah, you're right. But what's the population? It's all right, 4 million, right? Is the population a little bit less, but 4 million just in the city.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of fucking people just to be in LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's an example. Miami, which people put right up there. They're like,
Yeah.
LA, Miami, 400,000.
Yeah, Miami's not as big as you think it is.
No, but it has
There's a shit ton of people there.
Yeah. I mean, it's fucking
relative to our
dense,
state. Relative
right?
to our state.
Yes.
Right. So,
right.
And you figure that with California relative to their state, it's, LA's a big city.
40 million.
But if you were to try to put
It's California, they have double
10,
the amount of people.
double the amount here. So, but hear me out. If you were to try to take LA, lift it up and put it in Florida, it would take half of our state.
Yeah.
Like as far as like the mileage, like it would take half of our state easily. 500 fucking square miles. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's a massive, massive city for no reason.
Well, it is for a reason. The fucking money, the goddamn movie culture, the Hollywood fucking dude, everything. And I feel like the Democrats, I was actually just recently having this conversation with my mom and dad talking about everything going on. And I was like, man, I feel like who wins the war? The culture.
Yeah.
And who has control of the culture.
Of course.
You see it when you turn on the TV, when you turn on the radio. And it's that way on purpose. Like if you get the kids, you raise a generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get that. Yeah.
They purposefully don't give a fuck about me and you. They're like, oh, there's some old white racists. We want to be with you. And it's like I told my mom and dad, I was like, think about it, man. And these kids, like when you're a kid, all right, first of all, humans, we're pack animals, right?
Yes.
We want to fit in to a group, a club, this club, that club, this group. We are pack creatures just, by nature, right? Yep. When you're a kid, it's even worse. You sacrifice your own knowledge just to fit in. You'll be like, damn, I know I shouldn't smoke this cigarette.
But I'm going to do it because I want to be cool.
But that hot girl and that dude who I know is the cool kid. That's what kids do, man. And we know this. How many sitcoms did we used to watch growing up where Lil Johnny broke into this place because
peer pressure?
Exactly. And in his mind, he's like, fuck, I don't want to do this. I'm going to jail. I'm about to be grounded for life. Still going to do it because he wants to fit in with the cool kids. Cool kids still don't fuck with Lil Jon. They done pinned the whole thing on his ass, right? Yep. And that's what you realize when you're fucking 40.
Agreed.
But when you're in high school and you're just about to become voter block age, right? They're like, hey, just so you know, if you vote Republican, you're a fucking racist pig. These kids who have no clue about none of this, they're not going to be like, yeah, okay, I'll be that.
Yeah.
Because it's too much pressure on them. And they don't have that self-esteem, self-respect, that belief system yet in place that allows you to take that firm foot, put it down and be like, I'll be a fucking racist then.
No, I agree with you.
Because I know I'm not.
Yeah.
I know it. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. And then you start doing your research. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're a kid, if they can convince you through Kardashians, through Cardi B's out here like, hey, if you ain't voting Biden, whatever.
You ain't black.
These kids are like,
I'm sorry, Joe Biden said that.
Yeah, I know. No, but it's true though, right? Right?
Yeah.
And there's a reason why he did that.
Yeah.
It's not because he's going to convince me.
No.
I'm not going to be like, well, shit. Right?
I want to be black.
I kind of want to be black. Hell, I'm not going to tell my black friend, hey, I know you vote for Biden because you don't want to end up like me and be all pasty and shit.
You don't want to be a white guy.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
They do it because they know they're going to raise these generations, these kids. By the time these kids are old enough to go, man, listen, I swear to God, I've been voting Democrat and these motherfuckers don't do nothing but raise my taxes, raise my bills, take my money. I think I'm switching sides. Well, it's too late now. It's too late. I think that's why you have so many default Democrats. I feel like, tell me if I'm wrong, but if you're apolitical in the United States growing up, right? Like just say you're growing up, you don't really have a political side. Your parents didn't really teach you politics. You're not learning. I think you kind of default to Democrat because it's the safest bet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, if you're 16, 17, hell, even if you're 25 and you're just not, you're default
Look, it's
to whatever the coolest, safest. I'm for Black Lives Matter. I'm for the culture.
But I mean, everybody says that, though.
But
everybody says that, right?
Right.
So the younger you are, the more liberal you are.
Yeah.
The older you get, the more conservative you become.
Yeah.
Right? Like, of course, you're default liberal when you're fucking 14, 15 years old because you think the world works that way.
Yes, but as
you get older, you go, oh shit, the world doesn't work this way. You can't have everything for free. You actually have to work for what you need.
Yes.
And the reality of it is your merit should uphold your race, your color, your creed, your fucking any of that. The merit, your work, your work ethic, all of that should matter 100 times more. But that's the problem is we're not dealing with that.
No, and that was my point.
Now this whole equity thing wants to be oh, it's not equality of opportunity. It's equality of outcome. Yeah. And that to me is bar none one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
It's communism.
How
there is no equality of outcome. You cannot.
There never has been.
No,
there never has been because there's always someone ahead of you.
Yeah.
No matter what fucking system you think you want and you think is the most fair for everybody, there is always a leader. There is always someone ahead of you.
Yeah.
You are never always equal because if you were, I don't think this world would function.
It wouldn't.
This world would not function.
That's what I'm saying.
And I say that to the sense, I say that in the sense that not individuals do not like to be ruled.
Right.
Okay. But a community needs a leader.
Has to be.
I'm not saying that it has to be ruled. It needs a leader.
Yes.
Okay?
It has to have structure.
Yes. You can't just
that's the
willy-nilly.
natural pack order that is instinctual for us. There's
for every animal.
Yes.
For every animal in the world.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And that's I think that's where people have lost.
And we're instinctually
I think that's where people have lost the fucking the narrative. Okay. Yeah. People have long forgotten that we are fucking animals.
Thank you.
We are animals just the same way bears, whales, fucking giraffes. And I fucking hate giraffes, but they're all animals. Fuck giraffes.
What?
I will scimitar that bitch's neck off.
No, man. That's fucking rude. That is hateful hate speech.
Fuck giraffes.
I don't appreciate it.
I'm a racist against giraffes.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking hate them.
Well,
I think they're creepy as fuck.
I'm going to call
there is zero
ACP.
Fine, fucking call them.
And the WNBA.
Because there is zero reason that body needs that big of a fucking neck. Not happening.
No, it's there on purpose.
No.
How else are you supposed to eat 15-foot leaves then? You tell me.
Eat the grass, ho.
I'm going to call it WNBA and let them know.
The women's basketball? What are you calling them for?
I don't fucking know. Because they going to do something about it. Some racists up there. I'm telling them what you said.
I'm fat and do not play basketball. I will out basketball them. I'm a man.
Yeah.
I can automatically play basketball better than they can.
Arm wrestle me, ho.
They're women. Misogyny.
Listen, man.
Sexism.
As long as y'all don't go out no hunting
what
contest,
I'm all about.
Okay? Because according to the Daily Mail, I said as long as y'all don't go out and do no hunting contest, we'll be all good. Because according to the Daily Mail, they'd smoke you.
They might gather more berries than me.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But I highly doubt that they're hunting deer.
You know, it's funny. I'm glad you said that about, I tell my wife that a lot too. That's how I try to look at humans. Like, I think people have this weird, like, there's animals, there's everything on earth, there's all these creatures.
And then there's humans because we have brains.
Yeah.
They have brains too.
Right. We're just so smart.
We haven't figured out how to communicate with these motherfuckers. Yeah. And I guarantee you half of them are smarter than majority of our world now.
They damn sure can survive. They damn sure listen to their instincts. It's like my wife, you know, when it comes down to the foods, right? We watch scientists, we watch podcasts. You watch Rogan, who brings on these different people, talk about all these different foods. And I say, you know, because she'll be like, damn, babe, I don't know. Like, look at this stuff with this ingredients and look at these things. And it's like, you know what's sad? Don't nobody tell a fucking squirrel what nut to eat.
Exactly.
This motherfucker knows
what nut to eat.
Yeah. Like, he don't know. His brain You probably couldn't even, it's so tiny. But this motherfucker's like, not only am I going to eat that nut, that's the nut. I don't know why, but I'm going to get a bunch of them because it's going to get cold soon. I'm going to put them bitches in a hole. And when it's way too cold to be out here picking nuts, I'm going to have me a little honey hole of fucking nuts.
Don't say honey hole.
You know what I
Sounded
mean,
gross.
though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I do.
in humans, though, we have bred ourselves. We're like, it's like idiocracy in a way. Like when you've got to go to 17 people, I'm like, you know what? My instinct tells me realistically that meat, fruits, vegetables.
Unfortunately,
no preservatives, no nothing, no, just meat, fruits, vegetables. That's like your probably where we came from.
Unfortunately, intelligence led the way for idiocracy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Intelligence brought about ignorance because instead of and it's more or less lazy, right? Instead of actually educating people,
yeah,
we were like, well, there's an easier way to do it.
And not only that, I think you're right, 100%. And then I think the flip side is smart people started to realize, well, if we're smart and they're stupid, we could probably convince them to do shit to make
we can
us
say anything and they'll do it.
Yeah. We could use their ignorance.
They started doing that in the 60s, like the early 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
Dude, sugar.
Yeah. Right.
Sugar.
I know.
Sugar was it.
Yep.
Right? And then smoking. For fuck's sake, dude. They used to say cigarettes were healthy.
Yeah.
Doctors.
They used to give people fucking morphine or heroin in fucking I'm pretty sure like vials for headaches and dumb shit.
Yep.
They were like, you have a headache, take heroin.
For fuck's sake, Coca-Cola had cocaine in it.
Right. Yeah. That's why they call it practicing medicine, because we kind of don't fucking know. There's
just trial and error until we get it right.
Yeah. Bunch of you bitches die, and then we're like, that didn't work out. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. And I always revert back to that. That's one of the things that like I try to keep fresh in my mind.
Of course.
Like slow down just to look at the animals.
Yeah.
We are no fucking different.
No.
And our brain should be telling us what's right, wrong, what to eat, what not to eat, what to do as far as like reproduction, and like nobody tells you.
All of those are instinctual, it's like they're baser instincts.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
but people don't see it that way. They don't. That's why I have
unfortunately.
That's why I kind of have an issue with the religious thing, because there's in certain religions
at least when
they separate the people and animals by like humans go to heaven, they have souls, animals don't because they don't have souls. Like
did you hear about the dude, God, where was it? I think it was Iowa. It was a state senator in Iowa.
No.
So Iowa or Minnesota or something had this big they had a statue of Jesus in their Senate hall. So the Satanists were like, well, we want a statue of Baphomet in the Senate hall too, because we need to be represented.
Did they do it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So the state senator fucking destroyed it and beheaded it.
Nuh-uh.
Yes. Yes, dude. I was like, who fucking knows, dude?
So
get it.
So I'm so sorry.
Hang on. So also real quick.
Yeah. It was the state Senate.
Yes.
Head of the state Senate?
No. He was a state senator.
Yeah.
State senator, a state legislature. I don't know how they designate that.
And this is where America will fail. This is why. Because just because you exist, what makes you think that you deserve representation? Just because you exist does not mean you have earned nor deserve representation, right? Like, listen, man, my stance on religion. I don't care. I have my moral code that I abide by. I am not religious, right? it wouldn't mean shit to me if we grew up in a country where Jesus, the image, how do I say this right? Like the morals were the exact same. The country was the exact same. Everything was founded the exact same way. But Jesus,
Guy's name was Michael Cassidy.
Okay.
And it was Iowa. God damn, I'm good at this.
And that was
There's a lot of Satanists that come out of Iowa. What? Like a shit ton, dude.
But that's what I'm saying. So look,
trying to figure out why the corn's like Satan's good.
The United States was founded. Children of the Corn. Maybe they come out of there because they're just fucking bored.
Stephen King knew something that we didn't.
Yeah. They're just fucking bored. They don't have nothing to do. You know?
Maybe.
Fucking playing hot potato and they just get a little bored and they're like, now it's Satan. Now we're Satan. We're cult leaders. But that's what I mean, dude. Like, just because you fucking exist doesn't mean what the fuck did you do or Satan do so great. Like we have a country, right? Founded on very Christian values, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? We'd agree with that.
Oh yeah, Judeo-Christian values are a core tenet of our founding, of our structure in this country.
So you think that just because you exist within the walls of that structure, but represent the complete opposite of that structure,
correct,
that you deserve to be represented?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Constitutionally, they do.
My problem with
I'm saying that not I'm playing devil's advocate because I'm not wrong.
No, I know you're right.
The reality of it is
it's kind of like the hate speech thing, right? It's the same thing. It's like
constitutionally they are protected.
We think that the KKK shouldn't be allowed to exist and say the N-word and do some shit that they do. But realistically, when you allow governments historically to start dictating what people can and can't say, that only leads to where we know it leads to, right? That's why we'll protect their speech. Yep. Because it protects our speech, right? That's
the statue was made by the Satanic Temple of Iowa, who said they were exercising their right to religious freedom.
Sure.
So constitutionally, yes, we have religious freedom in this country. We do not persecute based on religion.
But why would we do not have free
Here lately
religious
we have
free religious representation? So then if this is the case, then every state in every fucking Senate house or wherever the fuck should have a statue of Jesus, a Buddha, a Satan, a fucking every religion.
The Whiskey Whisperer would agree with me when you said when I say that along with all of those, there should be the flying spaghetti monster.
Because I'm a Pastafarian.
Exactly. So you know about that too. It's delicious. I think it's fantastic. I think it's hilarious that is an actual recognized religion. I think it's brilliant. However, do I think it's real? No, I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, of course.
I think it's a joke. Obviously, it was a joke, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys was a fucking joke. And then it became real.
Yeah, you know
and now they've got Enrique Tarrio going to prison for 20 plus fucking years. And he wasn't even in DC. Wasn't even in DC. But he's going to prison for 20 years. And do you think the butt fucking Senate staffer is going to go to prison?
No.
No.
He's probably going to need his job back when nobody's looking.
Exactly. Hey,
you're going to be like, ain't that the guy? No, that's not him.
Way to go smashing on the Senate floor, homie. We've all done it.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Don't worry. You'll do your time. You'll be back through this back door. No pun intended.
Pun intended. Fuck, dude. Get him.
So
get him, you gay basher.
Hey, man. No, it just bums me out, dude, because when
I think it's stupid.
You can't be the guy who's like, okay, I have a country and we're going to give everyone equal representation.
Yeah.
That's just a real quick and easy way to fail.
Yeah.
There was a very strict rule of Western civilization. It's based on Christian morals and values.
Yeah. For a reason.
You can go fuck yourself. And then That's it.
Yeah.
See you later.
But you're more than welcome to come here and practice your religion. It does not matter.
Yes, but we don't have
Don't try to overtake what our core values are.
Right, like-
and that's what's happening right now.
That's it. That's what I mean. It's like a monster. It's like a two-headed monster eating itself, right? It's the thing in which it's such a paradox because you have a country
With religious
founded
freedom. Yeah.
on a specific religion
Yeah.
that gives everyone the right to express their religious freedoms.
Mhm.
Those people then come back and say, well, if I have that right and you're representing this one religious entity in the state, then we feel like ours should be. Next thing you know, the whole point of the country is to say, look, we recognize that you have all these religious freedoms and you also don't
Yep.
have to believe what we believe, but
Yep.
make no mistake. The country, the land where your foot is standing
Mhm.
is founded, represented by,
Mhm.
and the rule of land will be determined by our
Yeah.
religious
Of course.
choice, right? So
Yeah.
you can come here.
Well, but then we have to, why do we have to say the Pledge of Allegiance? I don't believe in God.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter if you believe in God.
true story.
If you don't want to say in God we trust, by all means, don't say
Well-
in God we trust.
Right.
Leave out the God part, homie.
Dude,
That's fine.
You don't even.
Nobody's asking you to say it.
You don't
If
even.
you're Muslim and you believe in Allah,
Yeah.
by all means, change it from God to Allah. It doesn't matter.
I don't even care if you don't want to say it. It shouldn't be
should.
that. It should. But where we are is they're not saying we don't want to say it. They're saying, well, if you have the right to say that, then we want you to say this.
Yeah.
Now you say, I want your kids in school
Yeah.
to say in Baphomet we trust.
Oh, yeah, but I don't.
But that's where we are.
What if those kids don't want to? Then they shouldn't be forced to.
Right.
The same way you're not forced to say God.
But do you even want a country in which the leaders are going, yeah, you're right. I mean, we should. So, kids
the
today,
problem, though.
kids, we've got a suggestion. If you don't want to say God, you can say Satan. But if you don't want to say that either, then you don't have to do anything. Just kneel and go to Russia. No, that's where
No.
we are, though. Right? Am I wrong? And that's why I said it's the monster eating itself. You're so
Don't make
free.
Russia the enemy, though. Russia's not the enemy.
No, I know.
I mean, they may be. I don't really know, but
No.
I think Ukraine's more of an enemy to our country than Russia is. To be honest with you, I think
Ukraine is just a giant tracksuit with a big old pocket full of money.
Yeah.
That's it.
were you going to drink my?
Not
You
at all.
were-
Not even.
You
a
went
little
after
bit.
my bourbon cup, dude. How dare you? That's fair. Anyhow, so
This is good though.
it is good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We'll leave it.
Like-
we'll leave this one on a good note. So
Yeah.
the Dragon's Milk Whiskey Whisperer.
Yeah.
It's a good choice. Don't know that it's price per bottle like a big, have to have.
Mm-mm.
I think you should try it if you get the opportunity to try it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Outside of that, it's a solid whiskey.
Yeah.
Like it's a solid bourbon.
is.
Like, and it's not from Kentucky. It's not a Kentucky bourbon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just be real about that. The two guys banging on the Senate floor were, it was just it's
Not from Kentucky.
not from Kentucky.
Okay.
Clearly not from Kentucky.
They should have been because then they'd probably just be two Republicans doing their fucking job. But I would assume they're probably from the West Coast or some shit.
Both butt naked, banging on the Senate floor. I don't know why that popped up.
Oh shit!
Dude. This country's falling apart, dude.
Badly.
Like, how disrespectful is
Like,
that?
You're just gonna have to kind of crack down and be a dick about shit.
Like, how disrespectful is that?
Yeah.
Like, what does that say about our nation? When you have two fucking degenerates.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was two men, if it was a man and a woman, or two men or two women. It's degenerative. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that on the Senate floor.
Right.
For fuck's sake.
Not unless you're like,
God,
two,
dude, for all me,
two kids just getting out of prom and you sneak into the White House and you're actually
like,
there
oh
and you're like,
shit,
bro,
we're fucking in
we're
here.
fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick,
When you're a
get
grown
to
up,
Abraham's,
you know,
get to Lincoln's bedroom.
to the Lincoln room. Yeah. I mean, that actually sounds like a Harold and Kumar movie right now.
Hey, where's that bunker that the president has? We'd like to do some stuff in there.
But realistically, that's not how it is.
I'd like to leave my mark.
Fucking degenerates doing dumb shit.
It's unnecessary, but that says a lot. Like when you do it in a place like that, that says a lot.
Well, it says a lot to me that the latest news I've heard about what our government's doing is banging on the fucking Senate floor. It's a good thing they're not using that time to pass fucking legislation, right? I mean, fuck me.
That was a hearing room.
So?
But I'm not degrading that. Like I'm saying, at least it wasn't the physical Senate floor. That would have been some shit. And I'm pretty sure that should have immediately resulted in fucking firing squad.
Would I be a degenerate if I say I'd like to fucking Biden's fucking bed? I fuck right on Biden's bed. Fuck that. I own this shit.
You will get Alzheimer's doing that shit.
Go catch something.
You'll catch something on that motherfucker. Man. He's like 90 years old. You know he's got a disease.
Right. Oh my God, man. Bubble gum and chopsticks, bro.
I don't know if you sniff enough kids, you're probably pretty clean because kids are innocent. And
adrenochrome. Give me some of that too.
I hate our president.
Yeah,
I think he's disgusting.
Yeah,
this country.
I'm not too fond of the vice president either. Anybody heard from her?
We're getting ready to go live here soon. Who? The vice president?
Yeah, the chick. I don't even remember.
I'm hoping that she falls down a set of stairs and.
I think she's gonna push
in a video
before
game.
She falls. Huh?
What?
In a video game?
In a video game.
Yeah.
Because you got to say
obviously.
That. We're gonna go live here at 5:30. This is our first episode for the day, which ends up being our second episode released.
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a break and
come back shortly.
No, we're not coming back shortly. It'll be another week before you see us.
Oh yeah. We'll be back shortly. You won't.
You won't. 17.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. It's been fun, Jimmy.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.